How to put together a seam, just sewing two pieces of fabric together. This is my example, and we're going to call the shiny side of this material the right side. This is called the wrong side. And what we're going to do is, the first thing you're going to do is sew it together like this. We have to lock these two stitches in place, because if you don't do that, you can actually open it. So I'm going to show you how to back stitch to lock them and how to just get a straight seam, and then we're going to use the iron to press it open and flat. So this is part 2 of your sewing certification. So the first thing you're going to do is put your two pieces of fabric together with the shiny sides facing one another. Then you're going to use 2 pins, 1 pin, and you're going to put the pin in the fabric like that to hold it, and you push down here and out so that the ball of the head is facing it this way. All right, now we're going to go to the sewing machine and we're going to line it up to this long line here. That's your sewing line for your seam. That's called your seam allowance. And what I'm going to do now is put my presser foot down. It has been threaded for you. I will be threading the machine if it comes. If it doesn't sew well, it's because it came unthreaded, and I will fix that. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and make about 5 stitches, and then we're going to stop. And then we're going to push this button, and we're going to hold here. We're going to go backwards. What that just did was made that lock stitch. Now I'm going to take that first pin out, put it back in the pin cushion when you're done. And I'm going to stitch all the way down, taking this pin out when I get to it. Staying lined up to that line. That's really important. Oops, looks like I got a little bunched up there, so just check yourself. And when I get to the bottom, I can walk it. And then I'm going to back stitch again about 5 stitches backward. And go forward, and you're done. Bring your needle upright using your hand wheel, turning it towards you. Bring your presser foot up. Pull out, and then there's a little cutter right there. You're gonna trim your threads as you go, so you don't have a bunch of danglies, and then we're going to iron it. So I'm going to go to the iron. Right here, you can see it. Okay. Make sure your iron is on the right temperature. I have it up pretty high so that it's right around this one right here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but that's for cottons. If you have a different kind of fabric, ask me what setting it should be on. If you're not sure, just ask. And what I'm going to do is just press that seam open like this, and then press down. Make sure there's water in it and use the steam to get rid of any creases. When you're done, you're going to go ahead and just put your name on it and staple it. Put a stapler right there. Staple it onto your sheet that you did, and you are, actually let's do it this way so I can see it, and you will be sewing machine certified. Good job.